Hey guys, it's Mike here, and welcome to another Q&A, another LSM Q&A that I'm going to be doing for this channel, which I'm going to be answering your subscriber questions. And of course, if you want to ask me more questions, don't forget to check out my Ask FM down below in the description, so you can ask me as many questions as you like, and I always have to answer them. It's an obligation, no matter how stupid they may be. For any subscribers out there who ask why I actually answer some questions, yeah. So yeah, we're going to start from the top and go to the bottom. And don't forget, before I start, to like, comment, share with your friends, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. But anyway, let's get started. First off, Hachiyak versus Broly. I hate that thing. Now let me see. Honestly, like, now that's the thing, it depends, I guess, on which Hachiyak, because there were two versions of the plan to eradicate the Saiyans, which the second one was plan to eradicate the Super Saiyans, and obviously the latter is probably stronger, but also they have, like, different endings for Hachiyak, like, because it came from a video game originally, so, like, there's the one where Goku and Vegeta, like, put their faces together, like, you know, cheek to cheek and do a double Kamehameha to kill him. There's one where everyone does one. I don't know, I feel like in either case it adds up to Broly being stronger in Second Coming. I feel like Broly from Second Coming could arguably beat Hachiyak, but I haven't seen that, you know, special in a very long time, so I'm not too sure. Super Gogeta versus Super Buu, Gohan absorbed. Oh, I think easily Gogeta. There's nothing that has ever told us to what degree that Super Gogeta is actually weaker than Super Buu. I mean, than Vegito. We don't even know if he is weaker than Vegito, to be honest, because the thing is that they say that that other fusion is a better kind of fusion, but, I mean, I don't remember them ever saying specifically, oh, Vegeta would be stronger just because it's Potara fusion. Even if they're equal, the fact of the matter is Vegeta would win, though, probably, unless Gogeta has some amazing strategies that fuck Vegito up, because the thing is that, you know, if Vegito and Gogeta go Super Saiyan 3, Gogeta's going to split in 5 minutes, and even otherwise, he'll split in 30. So all Vegito has to do is wait him out and he beats him. But yeah, Super Buu easily loses. I mean, there's no way that Super Gogeta, you know, is weaker than Super Buu when Vegito, like, annihilated him. It's not even, like, there's no way. Chaozu at his best versus Captain Ginyu or First Form Frieza. Honestly, like, I don't think Chaozu seems to really get that much stronger. Like, Tien just starts leaving him behind. I mean, he might be in the higher hundreds of thousands eventually, but we never see anything, so I mean, I don't really see any proof that he would be able to beat either of them, to be honest. I mean, maybe Captain Ginyu just because the fact that, you know, he trains with Tien for so long, you know, and Tien's in the millions likely, so I don't see why, you know, it makes sense that he'd be able to beat Captain Ginyu, but I don't know about Frieza. I mean, even if he's stronger than Frieza, I mean, Frieza just has to say, hey, Chaozu, what's 2 + 2, and then blast him in the face. Like, it's not very hard to kill Chaozu. It really isn't. The dude kills himself sometimes. Why doesn't anyone want to power scale Super versus GT? We do it all the time. I'm just tired of it, so that's why I don't want to anymore. That's it. Maybe eventually in a video, just to get it out of the way, but I'm just kind of tired of it. Why is Goku training with We So Overrated? Everyone says he's training with a god, but Goku has trained with gods his whole life, so what's the big deal? Have you looked at Whis compared to every other god we've been introduced to in the series? I mean, what do you think? Obviously, Whis is like, everyone is a fucking fly in the series compared to Whis. Like, that's how powerful he is, so that's why it's a big deal, obviously. Will you ever do a GT versus Super... No. I don't know, maybe eventually. I'm just over it at this point. I'm tired of, you know, oh, GT versus Super, GT is better than Super, Super's better than GT. I don't care. I just want Super to get good on its own. I don't give a shit about GT. Whenever I watch GT, I'm bored, for the most part. There's some good ideas in GT. There's some cool looking transformations like Super Saiyan 4, but GT is just a mess, and Super needs to stop being a mess. And then it'll be better than GT, probably. At least I'm not bored watching Super. I'm annoyed, but not bored. There's a difference there. With GT, I just want to fucking turn it off. Toriyama's forgetful writing be damned. Do you think Gohan or Vegeta on their own would be able to Do you think that Gohan or Vegeta on their own should have been the one to kill Cell, not Goku? Although I think it should have been over with Tien. What the hell are you talking about? Goku didn't kill Cell. Honestly, let me know down below, everyone in the comment section, please, because this is something I really want to know. When was the last time you either read the manga or watched the Dragon Ball series, the Dragon Ball Z one? Also, you can tell me when you've read Dragon Ball Z, or, I mean, just Dragon Ball, or watched it, or GT, or watched that, or Super. Tell me when was the last time you saw the series, because I get a lot of questions that it seems like people haven't seen this series in, like, a decade? Like, even then, like, how would you think that Goku beat Cell? Like, I thanks for asking me a question, taking your time out to do that, but, like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, seriously. What if Frieza just listened to King Cold and simply blew up the Earth? Everyone on Earth would die. I mean, that's for one. Goku would probably kill them anyway, and I don't know. I might do a video on that, to be honest, because it makes sense. I mean, there is an easy possibility for them to win. Boom, Earth blown up, everyone dies. So yeah, maybe I'll do a video on this, because that's actually a good topic. If Majin Buu participated in the battle against Frieza, Resurrection of F, do you think he could somehow beat Frieza? No. Not at all. He would die. Like, if Frieza actually tried, he's dead. Like, maybe the Candy Beam could do something, but, I mean, it didn't work on Vegito. He just still kept kicking Buu's ass as a piece of candy, so I don't think it would do anything. Broly versus Super Android 13. Super Android 13 is, like, maybe semi-perfect Cell level, so Broly would just, like, annihilate him. It wouldn't even be close. Piccolo would annihilate him at this point. Anyone in the series right now would probably, like, annihilate him. Except for, you know, obviously... Except for Tien, maybe. Who the hell knows with Tien's freaking broken Tri-Beam at this point. Super Buu, Gohan Absorbed versus Final Form Frieza Resurrection of F. You know, I've talked about this in the past. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Buuhan is stronger. I mean, if Buuhan is not as strong as, you know, Final Form Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta's base gods, but I still don't think that we saw, like, enough information to say that. Like, they could be stronger individually than even Mystic Gohan was at this point. But Super Buuhan, you know, I mean, like, you throw Buu, like Super Buu, who was much stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, combined with Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo, and then Gohan, who is well above Super Buu, who is well above Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and, like, that's, like, almost 30 times stronger than, you know, Goku as a Super Saiyan 3 in the Buu Saga. So, I mean, it's very hard for me to say that they're stronger in their base right now. Nothing has said that they've gotten up to, like, the god level in their base at the moment. They could just, no one knows. Like, that's the thing. They could be a 50th of what they were as gods, or they could be, you know, they could be, who knows? Nobody knows how the God transformation, the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan works right now. I'm pretty sure that Buuhan would likely be able to do a little bit more than 2% of Beerus's power. You know what I mean? Like, Vegeta raging out was able to make Beerus somehow go to 10%, which makes me think that freaking Buuhan should be able to do a lot better than that. You know, which also doesn't make sense as to how Vegito could possibly be weaker than Beerus. None of this crap makes any sense. So, I really can't answer that for you. Let me know your own thoughts down below in the comments section, because they could be stronger, they could be weaker, and how well do you think that Buuhan would actually be able to do against Beerus? What percent do you think that Vegeta would be able to do against Beerus, too? I want to hear that, because, like, again, it doesn't make any sense using power scaling. There's no way that Vegeta got above Vegito, right? I mean, it makes no sense. Like, is Vegito as a Super Saiyan 3? No. Like, how could he lose to Beerus? That's what I want to know. So, let me know down below if you think, whichever way that you think. Spread this word, 50-second DB clip. Oh, yeah, I think this is the Ford one. Yeah, that's really funny. people should check that out. You can probably find it on Google at this point. Can you please tell me why you dislike Scorpion? I've already said before, I don't like to dedicate all this time talking about, you know, other YouTubers I don't like or I do like. So, like, if you like him, that's your problem, I guess. I don't, and that's the end of that. I'll start from this one because, you know, you could see it's a three-part. I already wrote a comment about it, but I think it's more likely that you read and answer it here. How about, was Goku helpful? The Namek Saga wouldn't have existed without Piccolo being killed, so it wouldn't have gone to Namek in order to get the Dragon Balls. Zero probably wouldn't have been killed due to the Tien or any other less Z fighters who destroyed the Red Ribbon Army instead of Goku, so no Cell. At least without any saying... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, you could make some kind of argument that Goku actually made everything worse for everyone in the series. I might do a video about that eventually. Are you sexy? Absolutely. If anyone were to replace Beerus as a God of Destruction Universe 7, who would you like to replace as an existing character or a new character be introduced to take his place? Well, Whis continues over and over to try and tease that, you know, Goku or Vegeta would take the place of Beerus when he dies. I don't know if that means that basically they could be immortal now if Whis just lets them, or if they would be able to spend the rest of their lives as Gods of Destruction, or if Beerus is right about to die of old age or something like that. I don't know. They haven't told us. But saying that, I don't know. I don't think that either of them want to be. They both have said no. It doesn't seem like something they would want to do. Like, you know, it seems to go against what they actually believe in. Even Vegeta, despite the fact that he's probably killed entire planets full of people in the past. So, yeah, I think a new character, if anyone, would probably replace him. Who is your least favorite Ninja Turtle? Honestly, off the top of my head, I barely remember their personalities except for Raphael and Donatello, so I guess one of the other two. What if Piccolo killed Dr. Gero? Well, if I killed Dr. Gero, he'd be dead. If Piccolo killed Dr. Gero, well, obviously he would have died and he wouldn't have been able to wake up 17, 18, and 16. And, you know, it's arguable that Cell wouldn't have gone perfect. Piccolo probably would have found him and killed him, you know, when he was sucking up, like, Ginger Town and all this other shit. Who knows? I mean, I feel like they could have... Like, they didn't really need to follow Dr. Gero necessarily to find his lab, if I remember correctly. I think that they found it after he already went in. Now, I might be, like, wrong on that, but I think that it's still possible they could have just found the lab and blew it up while everyone was asleep. Either that or Vegeta would just be, like, full-on retarded, like everyone on that arc seemed to be. Just be like, no, let's wake them up and fight them now, and then everyone dies. So, I don't know. I always had this idea of, if Trunks didn't come back the second time from the future, like, everything would have been so much better off just because, like, Piccolo would just kill Dr. Gero. And Trunks is the reason why, you know, Dr. Gero was able to get, like, you know, he was, like, Piccolo was distracted, everyone was distracted once Trunks showed up, so Dr. Gero took advantage of that and woke up 17, 18, and 16, which led to, to Perfect Cell coming into being and everything like that. So, if Trunks didn't come back in time, I think everything would have been a lot better. Do you think Scouters could detect God Ki? I doubt it. I've never seen Prison Break either. It could be good. I've heard good things about it, so maybe in the future I'll check it out. Do you think if Frieza had his potential unlocked by Grand Elder Guru, he would have gone straight into his golden form without doing any training? Or if old Elder Kai unlocked his maximum potential, would he have gone golden? Personally, I think he would. Well, if old Kai did it, he probably would be able to just unlock all of his power in his, you know, his base or final form, because, like, Elder Kai's whole thing is, like, transformations are worthless. They use up too much energy and this and that. I don't know why he doesn't do that for Goku and Vegeta. Like, why don't they just be like, you know, instead of going Super Saiyan, like, why don't we just bring out all of our power in, like, our bases? That seems like it would be smart. But yeah, I don't know about that. All I know is he would just probably annihilate Super Saiyan Goku. So yeah, I mean, we're lucky Frieza didn't know about that, I guess. I'll have to check this out in a little bit. Why didn't Bulma ever protest against Chi-Chi practically stealing Goku from her in the Dragon Ball arc, the final sagas? I mean, if you think about it, Goku couldn't have learned a lot more through Bulma, like he did when he was a kid, than Chi-Chi ever. Plus, she was the same age as Chi-Chi, just saying. Isn't she older than Chi-Chi? I'm pretty sure Goku and Chi-Chi are the same age, aren't they? And Goku was younger than Bulma. I'm pretty sure that Bulma was with... I'm pretty sure Bulma was with Yamcha at the time. Like, it seems like Bulma never really thought about, you know, ending up with Goku until she was, you know, an adult in the Namek saga, when she learned that he was coming. So I think that Bulma would have been a significantly better person for him to end up with, since Chi-Chi is just a terrible character who has zero character development the entire series, and for some reason there's so many Chi-Chi defenders these days. I don't understand why, because she's like so poorly written. She just isn't a good character at all. What was Chi-Chi's character in Dragon Ball, everyone? She liked Goku. That's it. She wanted to marry him, and then she forced him into marriage, even though he didn't know what that was. What about the second one? What was Chi-Chi's character in Dragon Ball Z? Oh, she was a bitch. Oh, well, that's a great character. You know, so much development. I love it. Do you think Botamo is God tier Winnie the Pooh? Yes, he is. And the plot twist is going to be that Christopher Robin is the true god of Universe 6. And all the other characters are just puppets. And, you know, he needs to go back on his antidepressant medicine or whatever the hell that's causing him to hallucinate. Have you seen the Reddit video where Sean Schemmel and Chris Sabat answer questions? No, I'll have to check that in a little bit. Is the Dragon Ball Super manga not that important? Is the only thing that matters is the anime? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't really know. No one ever really tells us any of this stuff. Some stuff contradicts the anime, some stuff contradicts the manga. We don't really know. Just like whatever you like. Don't be too concerned with this canon nonsense. Why do people assume Goku is still bad at sex? He was ignorant and never became a pervert, but did he have knowledge from people around him? I always assumed that Goku didn't know what sex was. I mean, to be honest, like, Chi-Chi basically forced him into it. I'm sure that she did all the work. You know, that's basically how it is. That's pretty much how I always pictured it. He's kind of an idiot. He doesn't know what it is. Chi-Chi is a hypocrite. She hates Super Saiyans because it makes them blonde punks, yet she conceived Goten in the Wait for the Cell games, where Goku is perpetually a Super Saiyan. Yeah, I mean, Chi-Chi is a hypocrite. She's a terribly written character. Least favorite character of mine in the history of the show. And God forbid they actually developed her character or just killed her off permanently so I don't have to deal with it. I don't know why there's so many people out there who are defending her nowadays, but they clearly just don't have good taste. Who would win, Fan Wank Broly or Team 4-Star Mr. Popo? Well, one of them is Broly, and Broly's a bitch, and Mr. Popo is overpowered as hell because he's Mr. Popo, and the world will one day be destroyed by his evil. But, yeah, so clearly Mr. Popo is going to win that fight. If Harold Von Huge Muscles and Arnold Schwarzenegger were fused with the Batara rings, how big would the fusion's muscles be? Well, let me just say that all the mass in the universe would probably be sucked out and put straight into their muscles, and so their muscles would be all that would remain. Alright, here's another question from a subscriber. What if Broly caught the heart virus, and instead of being a villain, the Z-Fighters give him the cure, and he went instead of Goku to be Legendary God Super Saiyan to fight Golden Bills in the Battle of Gods arc? No! Why? Why do you do this? No! Really? That's the one question that you want to ask me? Really? You can ask me anything. And you want to ask me about Golden Bills, or whatever the fuck that is, and Super Saiyan Legendary piece of shit, fake-ass character no one ever fucking liked, Broly. Okay. Well, have fun with that. This has been another Q&A, which I was answering your subscriber questions. Don't forget to like, comment, share with your friends for more videos like this, and subscribe. And I'm out of here, guys.
forgot to subscribe!